Welcome to Friendly Crochet Creations video episode 2, and welcome back to those viewers who have been here before. What I have here in front is a HOTH. Now you may have seen some of this before. It wasn't a finished object or anything. It was still a whip. Now all three of these Halloween bath trilogies are finished. Yes, I did go ahead and make the third set. Let me give you a closer view of these. We have the three here. The purple with the orange edge. We have the black with the black and orange edge. And then we have the purple with the black edge. And then we have their matching soap bags. Sorry, the shadow got that a little bit. Matching soap bags and bath puffs, as the book calls it, by Leisure Arts. It is the book called Pamper Yourself. Let's take a closer look at those. Ribbons on the soap bags, and then we have the bath puffs, and then again we have these floral washcloths or facial cloths, whatever you want to call those. But you can see the texture on this a little better, and the details. It has picots and shells, and actually two different types of shells there. All kinds of stitches in these. Anyway, so all three of these sets are ready. I don't have any what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have any more than just these, but they can be made up. I do have the supplies to make more of these, and if you'll stay tuned, we'll have more in a little bit. I have another HOTH here. Sorry about the lighting. It's not very good in here. It's dark outside. I'm trying to get this out before tomorrow. It's Friday right now. Let's see if I can give you some details on the little squares. Get a closer look on those. Now the black is Red Heart, and everything else is Lion brand yarn, the homespun, and then the other one is Light and Lofty by Red Heart. What Mikey used on the crochet crowd was Bernat blanket, I believe. They're velvety soft, so these are really, really beautiful colors, and his is much bigger than mine, maybe like 2 or 3 sizes in scale as mine. But see the zigzags and everything. Some of the niceness on this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. It doesn't look a whole lot girly to me. So, yeah, we just finished this one this week. So it is a HOTH too. Hot off the hook. I'm not sure if I want to give it away to somebody or to put it in the car. It looks like a nice maybe car blanket for the back seat, if in case somebody gets cold or maybe on a trip somewhere or something. But, you know, I never really ever block anything, but this one looks like it needs to be blocked. And I'm not going to talk about the blanket on the left just yet. It's been done for quite some time. So here's that one. And more to come. Oh my, look who else is hot off the hook tonight. Tricksie the Witch. Just got her done just a few moments ago. She's all done with Red Heart yarns, and she has button eyes, buttons on her dress, and buttons on her shoes or boots. She has ribbons and flowers. That's a family picture. Not sure that should be in here, but hopefully that's okay. Anyway, there's Tricksie. And that's all for the HOTHs right now. Stay tuned for the rest of what I have. Maybe some surprises at the end. Stay tuned. What we have here next is a costume I made for my son over a decade ago. It was 14 years ago this year that he wore this on Halloween. I'll show you the buttons up here. One of them is crooked. They're witch buttons. And on his little basket here, it has another witch hat in the store. It was actually a hat, but somehow or another, I don't know how that got messed up, but the witch's hat is upside down. I don't even think it fit him. And it just kind of hung there on him. If you see this right here, because I didn't have a black ribbon at the time, and I couldn't go out and get it or anything. I know this this sack looks blue, but it's actually purple, like an amethyst purple. And this right here, back to the braid, it's two things of yarn. The purple and the black are yarn, and then the orange is a ribbon. And up here on the little basket, it's the same. I don't know if you can see that. Good enough. So 2 yarns and a ribbon. I just thought the ribbon might give it a nice touch. And let's see the back of this real quick. You can see where I sewed that together. Now this is my own work of art. This is my own design. I do not have a pattern for it. It was just in my head. I just whipped up something really quick and fast for that. And there we go. Okay, guys. Last Halloween project we have today is called the Halloween Monster Mini Baskets. As you can see, there's a ghost, Dracula, and Frankenstein. I've been watching Ella Gunter on No Catchy Name, and she's been doing these too, and she stuffed hers, but these are really actually supposed to be baskets with the, you know, the lids coming off and that sort of thing. The little hat here and the little head there, little hair, and they're part of a cowl with the Underground Crafter. They did 7 weeks of that, and they're in the last week of it now, being November 1st is the last day that you can enter your project that you did, or if you did all of them. I'm not sure if you can do the cowl or enter the giveaway if you only did one project. I have to look into that. But there were 7 projects. Some of them were free, such as this one. And the other ones, some of the other ones were paid for, where you have to pay for the pattern. Now, I know Ella Gunter said she did all of them, so she's doing all 7. Right now, she's working on the stuffed toy of Frankenstein. She did a Dracula also earlier, back in September or earlier. She did that one to enter it into the fair. I can't remember if she won a prize on that, but she won prizes on a lot of her stuff. She entered a whole lot of stuff and got best in show and stuff like that. So anyways, I thought I would try this one. It looks really cute. These are the yarns right here that I used. All of it is red heart except for the black way down here on the bottom, and it's Wind Tuck. It's an older skein that I had here, and this red heart is an older skein too. I don't know if you can tell that. And there's the little sloths from the first video, and you can find their details on the first video. But as you can see here, I have also the tower totem pole of pumpkins, and these are not attached. You see, they just come off here like that. I got the idea for the pumpkins from the mini basket, the Halloween monster mini baskets. And all I did was, you know, the base is all the same. All the bases are the same. The one on the bottom has an orange lid. The one in the middle has the orange lid with the green on the rim, and the one on the top actually has the stem with the vines. No, now I'm not actually done with these yet. I still have to finish the ends, and I want to put a jack-o'-lantern face on at least the bottom one there. And then I want to do another set for Thanksgiving, where they have, where you would have the, you know, like more like cornucopia, projects such as, or items such as, like, the eggplant would be like a dark purple. A pear would be the green, such as Frankenstein. Also, I want to do maybe an apple. I guess I have apples and orange pumpkins on the brain right now. You know, I might even do an orange. From Jayda InStitches, she's been doing apples and oranges for a while now. So, but this basket right here, this is also from the mystery blanket cowl that I was doing with Mikey on the Crochet Crowd. I don't think I ever mentioned that it was a mystery cowl because we never knew what we were doing at first. You know, we didn't know what the blanket was going to turn out to be like. This basket here, we also finished this week. It has it's called the shallow basket, the shallow basket, but it has the what you call it, the split stitch, the split single stitch on here. If you can tell, there's two different stitches because I did it one way here and I did it one way there. I actually started with regular and I ripped it all out. I frogged it. So I don't know if you can tell the difference. These look more like knitted stitches and these look like different types of stitches there. But I didn't use the same. I didn't run out and get the yarn that he suggested on that. It was Bernat Blanket Extra or something. I'm not really sure. And it was a burgundy color. It's really, really, really pretty and velvety soft. And mine is smaller, round, and shorter. What I used was a ball that I had of Red Heart Comfy of what I have left. And I do still have a little bit of that left. It's on the very bottom of that, but I'm not going to get it out right now to show you. And that is all for this one, I think. I just went ahead and used white instead of burgundy, so it doesn't even go with the other two projects really well. But I did have a problem with these little baskets because they were a little wonky and they were collapsing on themselves. So I don't know if you saw that earlier. I put this little decorative filler in there to stretch it out. And I did that also over here. I put this little cotton swab container in there that has batteries in it and Frankenstein. And I put the filler in Dracula. And later on I just set the ghost by itself with the cotton swab thing in there because I already had the decorative filler in the pumpkins. But we are not done yet. So what we have left is a yarn review. And I've got a couple of surprise sneak peeks for you. So if you'll stay tuned, that'll be up here shortly. Thanks. See you soon. What we have for our yarn review today is Yarnspirations Bernat Pop. I have some fall-y colors and winter color here. I was thinking this one here would be good for Halloween here in a few days, or about a week. Yeah, about half a week. This one would be really good for Thanksgiving. Actually, both of these would be good for Thanksgiving. And this one would really be good for Christmas, which is this one also would be too. What was this one called? I don't remember. This one here is called Scarlet Sizzle. If you can see that. Scarlet Sizzle. And this one here in the middle is Hot Chocolate. I'm actually using the other one for another project at the moment, which I will show you later. I'm using a pattern by someone I'm following on YouTube. There it goes, Hot Chocolate. This one is called Snow Queen. I really love these self-striping yarns. I'm not sure if you can even call them variegated, but they have projects here on the sides. There's two different scarves there. And then this one is a child's poncho. I always give recommendations, and sometimes they have the patterns on the inside of the label. I'm not sure if these have them or not. Haven't been paying attention to that. But as you can see in the tops, we've got some have a small color in the middle, and some of them have the bigger color in the middle. Now you can start any project you want with those, but I was thinking maybe this one would be better for something like a scarf or a shawl, and these back here with the little smaller spots in the middle would be better for a hat if you started at the top and be part of the crown. And this one has one too, but I like the white for the top. So there's those colors. We'll look better at the skein labels on these. Yep, this one says pattern is on the label, and that one is actually crochet, so I'm sure that one here is knit, and the poncho is definitely crochet. And it gives you the hook size on there and how many balls you need for that. It's made in China, Yarnspirations.com. This is what Mikey does. He works for this company here. Now Scarlet Sizzle again. We have here, it says size 4 of this. To me, it feels more like a 5. So it's more like, you know, when you're working with it and all like that, it kind of feels more pushy. But I suppose it is, they're right, it is a 4. It's just a little bit thicker than the regular ones to me, but I'm wrong, I guess. It's a 4 from their measurements. Here's the knitting needles that they suggest. Of course, you could use a different one. There's a crochet hook, size 8 or 5 millimeter. And there's the washing instructions, and there's more care instructions on the inside. And this one's 100% acrylic, which I use a lot of. It's 5 ounces, 140 grams, 280 yards, 256 meters. As you can see, they suggest you to use scarves and ponchos with this, but you can really usually just make anything. There are some other self-striping yarns that are thinner than this that would be better for the warmer climates, and these are probably better for the colder climates or the colder weather as winter sets in. Even it would be good here for a little while in Texas. We don't get very much snow, but it did snow on Christmas once. That was a real treat. That for my kids. It usually doesn't do that. I couldn't believe I had a white Christmas. I was excited, but I'm curious to see what it's gonna do this year because the weather turned cold so fast and rainy and everything. So I guess we'll see how that's going to turn out. But I do like this yarn, and I'm using it for an infinity scarf, which is a scarf that goes all the way around and it has no end. It just keeps on going. And then shawls are good for these and all like that. And I really do, like I said, like this yarn. It's really comfy and really nice on the touch. So that's it for our yarn review today. Sneak peek time. What we have here are projects from here on my left, Jayda InStitches. The one on the right is the Secret Yarnery. These are actually dots for a second blanket. I still have to buy, you know, the yarn, the main color for that one. And I do have to finish the one I'm working on. So if you've been following me on my regular page, Friendly Crochet Creations on Facebook, you can see that one on there. And if you've seen what I've been working on, and if you follow the Secret Yarnery on Facebook, then you've seen my pictures on there too. So anyway, there's one's a HOTH, one's a work in progress, and I will tell you more about those next time. Until then, happy crocheting.